Good, doing good overall.
Gotcha. Are you a Celtics fan? Is that what I heard or no?
Yes, sir.
Not going so good for you.
Are we losing?
Yeah, the Hornets are up 96-77 right now. 7 minutes left to go.
So your Hornets have been hot, right?
Yeah, super hot. Yeah, I don't know what's going on, but I'm not complaining. That's for sure.
Yeah, no, I've been impressed. You guys got our former assistant, didn't you?
Yeah, Charles Lee. Yeah,
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 he's pretty solid.
yeah.
Just
Him
wanted to
too, right?
say good evening to everybody out there as we start the Basketball City with Andy Mack and Jay Destiny tonight. Hope everyone's having a good week. Welcome. Thank you for coming in from the Top Shot break. We appreciate it. Tonight we have our special guest, Jay Destiny. Just want to take a moment and show him some love, give him his flowers. I know he was a captain for quite some time for the Charlotte Hornets Top Shot crew, and I know that I remember seeing him on the Discord a lot, always doing giveaways, always doing fun things for his community. So shout out to him for doing all that stuff. I finally get to meet him live on the Basketball City tonight. So we're going to be talking some basketball. We're going to be talking some Hornets. We'll be talking some Celtics, and depending on who's with us, we'll be jumping from city to city and see what's going on with everybody.
Nice.
So welcome Jay Destiny. So tonight you're telling me, because I actually just got in from a basketball game. I play in a couple different leagues, but I had a game tonight, and I
Gotcha.
just got home. So I'm feeling pretty good. We lost a close one, but feeling good after some exercise.
Yeah. Get the endorphins released and get out there. Yeah, I got you. No problem. Sounds good.
So our last update from Jay Destiny as far as the Celtics Hornets game tonight in Boston. The Celtics are down 7 minutes, about 7 minutes left in the game. Not sure if the Celtics are going to be able to come back on this one.
Now it's 104-77, so not looking
Oh,
great for
brutal.
the Celtics.
Yeah, that's so who's having a big night tonight?
Really for the Hornets, it's been pretty spread around as it normally is. Let me see. Let me pull up the actual
I
box
got
score.
I got Knipple, it looks like.
So Khan has 20 points. He's 4 of 6 from 3, 7 of 12 from the field. Brandon Miller's 18 points. LaMelo's 15 points. Kobe White 17 points. On the Celtics side, Jalen's having a tough night. He's 6 of 18
Oh,
points. He
yes.
does have 11 rebounds and 7 assists though, so
I
he's
see.
contributing. But yeah,
You know what's crazy though is it says Pritchard has played 24 minutes and he has 0 points. He's 0 for 6 from the field, 0 for 5 from 3. So that's really strange. Really
yeah.
an offense for Pritchard. He's actually been really hot and making a difference as of late. So that's kind of a
It's been
surprise.
bad shooting night for the Celtics overall. They're 10 of 35 from 3, about 28%. That's not going to cut it in the NBA. So
No,
yeah, I
that's
don't
not
know
going
what
to
it
cut
is.
it.
I
So
don't
I
know
did
what it
want to
is.
ask you, I was thinking about it today. What is your most memorable experience as a Top Shot captain?
Oh, most memorable experience. Well, honestly, it was meeting people. We did my other captain and I. We did like a watch party thing for the draft. Was our very first event together, and I was nervous because meeting new people. Like you don't know what it's gonna be like, but it was so much fun, right? It was like people are into the Hornets, people are into Top Shot. You automatically have a couple things to talk about, and it like to me that was the best part was doing events with people, meeting new people, hanging out, talking Top Shot, talking Hornets or basketball or whatever it is. So we did that. That was really cool. We did a lot of like in-person events. We did like Top Golf and stuff, and like axe throwing and going to games. Games that the first game we went to, we took 120 people to that first game, and we did like a tailgate beforehand. That was really cool. I remember hanging out with people and meeting people. It's probably my favorite memory of the whole, captain's program, really.
Yeah, dude, that's a great memory. And like I said earlier, that I do remember you doing a lot of stuff in the Discord.
Yeah, we
I
tried
remember
to
seeing your
keep
name a
people
lot.
engaged. Yeah, we tried to keep people engaged and do giveaways and fun stuff. I mean, a lot of that's my co-captains too, but I mean, I don't know, like I just wanted it to be fun,
Oh,
right?
for
Like,
sure. No,
yeah,
you're trying to keep people engaged.
right.
And
Yeah.
that was a big part of it. I really enjoyed being a captain. I remember how it kind of started before I got into it. I went, to like a watch party or something at
Right.
like a
Yeah.
bowling alley. We watched a playoff Celtics
Yeah,
game,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
and it was a lot of fun. And they did a bunch of giveaways, so that was really cool. But then
Yeah.
I did some other things like I did some. What did I do? I had us meet up at like there was a place in Boston. It was a indoor mini golf place, which
Oh,
was
okay. Yeah,
pretty
yeah, yeah.
cool. But the thing
Yeah.
is, the numbers were very different from what you experienced. Like I know that early on there was this guy Billy Topshot and Faldo. Those were the original Celtics team captains, and they did some pretty cool stuff. I got to go to some of the things, but then a couple of summers ago we did something really cool. We went out to Boston. We played on a basketball court that was like right on the water. Then we went to this place called Tall Ships, and we had a good time.
Oh,
But
okay.
yeah,
That's
I
cool. Yeah,
miss
yeah.
that stuff.
But anytime meeting up, it was always like I can't remember a bad time meeting up with people. Like it's just always fun, no matter what we did, right? Whether it was just playing hoops or going to a game or watching the game or watching the draft, or I mean, it was all fun. So yeah, I have fond memories of that. I do wish we would have done it different. I would have saved some money here and there, maybe less giveaways and more. But that's hindsight. So
Yeah,
can't
oh
really.
for sure.
Yeah.
So we got some people putting some teams in the chat. It looks like maybe Paulie's probably doing a giveaway. So thank you to Paulie for always coming through to support us. It looks like we got Ear of Grace, Garrison Lions, Peg City Ballin, and Deepfake 63. So
Oh,
uh,
nice.
put your teams in there. Oh yeah, it looks like Paulie just put something up. He's got a nice Jeremy Grant giveaway.
Oh,
Really
nice.
nice moment. So please put your favorite NBA Top Shot communities in the chat. We got
Yeah, if I
George
don't see
White
a
Four.
Hornets one in there, we're gonna fight. So somebody better put the Hornets in there.
so so this is a great opportunity to check in with you, Jay Destiny, about your Hornets. You know, I always am thinking like they don't really have much of a shot as far as like the playoffs, but as of late they're on this hot streak. Do you think that they
Right,
can make some noise to maybe get into the play-in, or I don't know where their seat is right now?
right now they'd be ninth. Okay, they're gonna win the ninth, so they would be a half game back of eighth. But they play the Heat, who's in front of them twice over the next week and a half, 2 weeks, something like that. So they have a chance. I've always said I just want a home play-in playoff game. That's like the maximum of my once, right? We don't need to go deep in the playoffs this year, just a home playoff game or play-in game or something, postseason game. And I would be thrilled. I
Yeah,
don't know if
no,
they have a chance or not, but they've been playing so well. It's shocking to me how well they've been playing. I mean, this lineup that started tonight, because they're going to win tonight, is 20-2. So that's Brandon Miller, LaMelo, Khan, Miles Bridges, and Musa are 20-2.
that's crazy.
Yeah, exactly. Like if you look at the stats, it's just insane. Like since January 1st, they're number one in net rating. They're number one in defense. Like it's just mind blowing how good they're playing. I wait for something bad to happen. Like I was sure they were gonna have a horrible game tonight, but they just keep
Well,
surprising me. So I
Well,
don't
I
know.
like to hear that. I'm happy that they're surprising you. So I have the standings up right now, everybody. If for those that are tuning in, and thank you to those people that have put in their favorite NBA Top Shot communities. We have some other people that have chimed in. We got John Barnes, Forcecom 3236, Hayes Nation, Kid Bamboo, Kirkalicious, and Catherine X7T. So thank you to all those people.
Yeah, thanks for coming to
But
hang out with us.
yeah, we appreciate it. So looking at the standings right now, like Jay Destiny said, the Hornets are in 9th place. They are 31-31. They're going to be 32-31, so they'll be a game above 500 after tonight against my Celtics. They're only 2 games back behind the Miami Heat, and they're 7-3 in their last 10. They're about to be on a 6-game win streak, so they're currently the hottest team in the East and the hottest team in the NBA right now. So that's pretty impressive for Jay Destiny's Charlotte Hornets. I think that we can give some credit to our Boston Celtics former assistant, Charles Lee, for getting this group to play some up-tempo basketball. And we also have that potential rookie of the year in Con. A lot of people are kind of arguing that, he has a better chance because he's on a winning team and he's influencing that winning. But then some people are saying that Cooper Flag does more as far as on the stat sheet and provides and brings more when it comes to, rebounds, assists, points. And I feel like people probably think of Con as just a shooter. How would you respond to that for those people that are saying that your Con player is better or has a better chance of winning the Rookie of the Year, Jay Destiny?
Well, see, all these postseason awards or season-long awards are about narrative. I think Flag is going to be a better player long term, but I mean, Khan set the rookie record for 3-pointers a week ago, and he's got 25 games left or something. I mean, he could legitimately have 300 3-pointers. He's got an outside chance of going 50, 40, 90, which would be ridiculous for a rookie. And if you look at those rebounding and assist stats, they're not that far off. I don't think they're as far as you would think. Plus, Flag's only played 49 games, and I think Khan has played 61. I don't know if that matters to people. Now, in Flag's defense, he was playing out of position to start the year. They had him playing point guard, which was ridiculous. I don't know why that happened. But I think if you look at the statistics side by side, it's not as slam dunk as you think that the assists and rebound numbers are really that far off. I might be talking out of
So
my
yeah,
ass.
I'll bring it up.
Yeah.
I'll bring it up, Jay Destiny. I got it on my screen right now. So
Okay.
right now we're looking at Flag's numbers: 20.4 points a game. He's 32nd in the league. 6.6 rebounds a game. He's 43rd.
Okay.
4.1 assists, 47th, and he's shooting 48.2%. If we go down here and take a look at, let's see. So, yeah, so he's played 49 games like Jay Destiny mentioned. He's averaging 34 minutes a game, shooting 30.2% from 3, 80% from the free throw line. He's only averaging 0.8 blocks a game and 1.2 steals a game. But his numbers, wow. I mean, their team's not doing that great. I mean, I'm looking at 5 losses in a row
Right.
right
Yeah.
now
Exactly. Yeah.
on the recent games. But, he had a 34, 36, 32, and a 27 out of the 5. I mean, that's pretty impressive for a guy who's only 1 year in college.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. No, for sure. And he's a teenager, which is incredibly like. There's no way I could do that. Like I was a jackass as a teenager, so there's no way I could be a professional. I couldn't be a professional sports. Like I couldn't be. I couldn't just be a professional. Period. So it's impressive. What he's done is impressive, and he's had all that pressure on him for the last couple of years, and all that kind of stuff. So
Yeah, and that's all right. So now we take a look and we switch it up and we look over at our guy Con for the Hornets. If for those that are for those that are with us right now, both these guys played together in college last year, which is pretty sweet. And Con is averaging a little under Cooper's 20. He's at 19.2. He's about a rebound shy, 5.5, about a half of an assist with 3.5, and looks like he's shooting a little better than Cooper is.
Right.
So, but if we take a look at his last 5 games, holy smokes, we were talking about how the Hornets are hot. They're on a 6-game win streak, or about to be, and in his last 5, he's put up 20 plus 3 times, almost 30 twice.
Yep.
And tonight I think tonight he's leading his team. He's leading all scorers, I believe. If I let's see,
Uh,
he's at 20. So he's tied with Jaylen Brown, and Derek
Derek
White is
White's
the
got 20.
leading
Yeah.
scorer for the game,
Yep.
but Con is the leading scorer for his team. So, and
Yep.
there's only 20 seconds left. It was a blowout tonight in Boston. The Hornets beat the Celtics 118 to 89. I'm sure the Celtics didn't expect that. It looks like we were let's see, Hugo got 25 minutes, minus 19. I don't know if it was a turnover type thing. I didn't get a chance to watch the game, Jay Destiny. Can you chime in at all on
Yeah.
what you saw?
They just shot. I mean, the Celtics just shot horribly, honestly, for 3 quarters. I mean, Jalen missed everything. Derek White missed everything. Vooch was non-existent through three. I don't think he scored through 3 quarters. Like it was bad news bears all around. And then I believe they had 15 turnovers to the Hornets like 3 or 4. So the first points that the Celtics got off a turnover was 2 minutes into the fourth quarter. So like that kind of stuff. I mean, it was just a bad night. I'm not gonna say anything. It was a bad shooting night for the Celtics, which I thought was going to happen to the Hornets because the Hornets actually played last night and then didn't get into Boston until 4 a.m. this morning because their plane had trouble. So it's an impressive win for sure, but I wouldn't take any more away from it than just a bad night for the Celtics. Honestly, that
Yeah, but I
I
mean,
really,
it's
yeah,
good for your Heat. Excuse me, it's good for your Hornets, and it gives them a chance to kind of jump over the Heat. I just
right.
want to give a shout out to Okie Kid 09TS. Um, he's calling the Thunder winning tonight, so I would imagine he's right. But
I was gonna say, don't the Thunder win every night? Yeah, I mean, come on.
yes,
I
thank
would,
you,
I would
Okie
bet,
Kid, for
yeah,
being here, man. We appreciate. Yeah, we got the Hive and Andy Mack. That's a sweet combo. It's first
yeah.
time Jay Destiny and I really haven't ever talked before, so it's pretty sweet. A nice little collab. He was expecting he was expecting to talk about the Hornets losing tonight, but
I
he
really was.
yeah
I was like, I'll just be here to like cry and you can gloat or whatever you want. 'Cause
yeah
I was
that's not
expecting,
my style. I mean, when I'm thinking about the Celtics, as far as like, I thought their defense was pretty solid, so that's why I was confident they were going to beat the Hornets tonight. But I think
yeah,
what happened was some people call it Missoula ball, where they're just shooting threes.
yeah.
Um, I don't know if that was the case. I assume it was, as far
They
as
took
like just shooting too many
36
threes and not
threes.
making them.
This is actually crazy. The Celtics took 36 threes and the Hornets took 49 threes. Like
Oh my gosh!
that's the thing. One of the things that everybody talks about Coach Lee bringing over from the Celtics is the Hornets will take 3 pointers. Like they are just whatever happens, happens, but they're going to take 3 pointers. So, and there are nights where it's bad where they don't make any of them, but they're going to take their 3 pointers. So, um, yeah, I don't know. I like it because it's exciting, but every once in a while you get one of those stinkers, and it's like, man, why are we just chucking up 3 pointers constantly? So
So so tell me, what do you think about? I'm looking at I'm looking at some of the players on this team. So obviously Tillman is new. Did Pat Connington come over from Milwaukee recently, or was that in the offseason?
that was in the off season. That was part of the um, Vasa Milishek trade. So
Okay.
yeah,
And then
he came over.
obviously Kobe White makes a difference. I mean, he was on the Bulls, and he was typically dropping a lot of hitting a lot of threes, dropping a lot of points.
Yeah,
Looks like he had 2 threes tonight, but he was the leading scorer off the bench with 17.
Yeah, and they needed him as a backup point guard because that's one of the things Hornets didn't have. They had Sexton, but
Yes, the
like he
bull.
just didn't really he didn't really fit in that much. I don't know why. I mean, I think Sexton's a good player, but if you can upgrade to Kobe White, like I think you're gonna do it, right? So they needed a backup point guard because when Sexton was hurt or out, Sion James, who's basically a forward, was the backup point guard, and that just did not work. So yeah, they had to get him. They have Trey Mann, but he has been god awful this season. Like just really, really, really brutally bad. So
Is this
the
his
Kobe White
second
deal
or
was good.
third year?
Uh, I think this is his third year. He got traded for Gordon Hayward, like I guess 2 years ago. Yeah. So this they had to re-sign him. They got him cheap, but he's just been really, really, really bad for some reason.
Yeah, that's tough. I mean, LaMelo Ball, he's been pretty healthy, or is he's missed some games this season?
He's missed a couple, but this is the healthiest he's been in a while. And they're doing this thing where they'll only play him about 27 minutes a game. That was like the thing that they came up with to kind of keep him healthy was 27, max 29 if it's a close game or something. So he's played 52 of the 61 games this year, but it's 27 to 29 minutes. So that's it. They just don't want him to have to play more than that. And he's finally wearing the ankle braces too, which knock on wood has been like a godsend for him in terms of staying healthy too.
Well, that's good. I'm happy to hear that. So, what about Miles Bridges? I feel like he is someone who can score 20, but he looked like is he taking a backseat to Khan, or is he doing less offensively?
He does a little bit of everything. A lot of people here in Charlotte dislike him because of the off the court stuff, which
Yeah,
I
so
totally
that
get.
was my thought, and I didn't want to get too much into that because it doesn't make sense to. But yeah, I was a little confused about like similar to other players in major league sports or professional sports that get these second chances or second
Yeah,
opportunities when I mean I don't know the truth and all the info behind those stories, but it's just interesting sometimes.
yeah. I mean, and he did sit out a whole year, so I mean, it's not like he wasn't punished.
Right.
I'm, I, I'm conflicted on something like that. Half of me was like, I don't want him back, and the other half is, if he feels like he's, you know, made amends and the justice system says he's okay, like maybe bring him back. Honestly, I would rather not be on the team, but he can play. I mean, he's doing well this season. I mean, I think he might be averaging close to what is he averaging? It's got to be 18, 19 points, right? What is
Yeah, I mean,
17.7, 6 rebounds, 3 assists. Yeah, so it's like it's not nothing.
I feel like yeah, anytime I look at the box score, he's always doing pretty solid offensively.
Yeah,
Like he can definitely play.
yeah.
Did he come from another team before he was on the Hornets or?
You're gonna laugh at this, but the Hornets traded SGA for him on draft night.
Oh my gosh, really?
Yeah, they traded with the Clippers. They actually drafted SGA and traded him to the Clippers for draft rights to Miles Bridges. Yeah,
I did not know that. Wow.
yeah, yeah. That's a tough one, but yeah. So he's been with the Hornets his whole career. The Hornets kind of played hardball with him a little bit on his contract. So his contract is a descending contract, which is pretty good. It was 3 years. First year was 22, second year was 20, last year was 18, something around there. So it's a descending contract, which probably would make him, easier to trade next year. He's one of those guys, like if he's on your team, he does a little bit of everything, you know, but nothing great. But I think he's been a good player this year if you take the off the court stuff off of it.
Oh, for sure. No, for sure. Now, who would you say has been the biggest surprise on this team prior to the trades and the midseason changes? Who do you think has been the biggest surprise on the team?
Well, you're gonna laugh. Obviously, Khan is like incredible, but this year, a guy who had a really bad year last year that's playing really well and has been critical for the Hornets is Josh Green. He does like a little bit of everything, but I think he's shooting close to 45% on 3 pointers this year.
Did Josh Green
Um,
come over from Dallas?
yeah, that was part of that Miles Bridges trade. So I believe it was Miles Bridges and Miles Bridges for Josh Green in a first round draft pick. And that's actually 2027, but it's only top two protected. So yeah, yeah, he had a horrible year last year, but he was hurt a little bit, but he's playing really, really good this year and has helped them out considerably on just being an extra 3-point shooter, a guy who can get some rebounds, a guy who shoots well from the field, that kind of stuff. So him, and then Sion James, who is another one of their rookies. He's not great offensively, but defensively he can guard every position. Like he's guarded one through five. He played Antetokounmpo pretty well on defense, which is crazy because Sion's not that big or not that tall. He's huge, but he's not that tall. So that guy was actually a second round draft pick that they gave a full 4-year guaranteed contract to, which is almost unheard of.
That is unheard
And
of for sure.
so they really like him a lot. He's been a pleasant surprise too. And then obviously Khan's just been all worldly, so you can't really say. I mean, what can you say about Khan? He's been great.
He has, oh, for sure. And I'm thinking that if the Hornets can stay hot, then maybe they could make some noise in the playoffs in the early round and maybe surprise a team.
Yeah, I certainly, with the way they're playing right now, I don't think I would want to play him. I mean, I can't explain it. I'm not smart enough about basketball to know what they're doing, but they're holding teams under 100 points. They're scoring like crazy. I mean, I think this is their fifth win in a row by 15 points. It's their 10th road win in a row, which is also unheard of for the Hornets. So, like, also they're 32 and 31. They started 4 and 14.
Oh my
So
gosh.
yeah, it's like, yeah, 500 is not great, but when you start 10 games under, it's pretty damn good, you know?
It really is. I mean, let's take a look at it. So, um, I wanted to take a look and see what we're at. So, the last 6 games, they've beat the Celtics, the Mavs, the Blazers, the Pacers, the Bulls, the Wizards. And
Yeah,
if we're
not
looking
great.
at the score differential, it is pretty significant.
Yeah. And I would
Um,
just like to point out that loss against Cleveland and Houston, that was when Diabate and Bridges were on suspension.
oh
So
yes, I remember
yeah,
that.
yeah.
So that happened during the Pistons game, right?
Right. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That was during the Pistons game.
Yeah, but so even before that, look at their wins. They had
Yeah.
2, 4, 6, 8, 9. They were on a 9-game win streak before
Yep.
they're on this 6-game win streak, so that's pretty good.
Yeah. Yep.
And
I
look who
mean, they
they
beat the
beat.
Thunder
They
by
beat the
50
Magic,
points.
the Sixers, the Grizzlies, the Spurs, the Rockets. I mean, the Hawks are a pretty good team,
Yeah. So like
or an
it's
up
been
and coming team.
yeah, it's just been it's I mean, they beat the Nuggets. I mean, they've played pretty well, man. It's just I don't know what's going on, but don't change anything if you know what I mean, right? Like
Yes. So
this is
how does Grant Williams fit into all of this?
Grant Williams, we've talked about this a lot in Discord, but he's basically what I would consider like the quarterback of the defense. And when he got hurt, he broke his tibia over a year ago, and he was out a full calendar year. But their defense is much better when Grant is playing for whatever reason. I don't know what it is, but he's kind of the elder statesman, kind of tell people where to go type of guy. Um, I don't think you see it in the box score quite that much, but he does play center, which is nice to get Musa and Cockbrenner a break. Um, he I've been I had zero expectations when he came to the team. It was just he was part of the trade, but I think he's been really good on defense. Seems to like it here. He's in the community a lot, so like one of those guys that you feel good about rooting for. You know what I mean? So
Yes. Oh,
been pretty
absolutely.
good. Yeah.
So if we go back to just talking about like Top Shot and you touched on it earlier with like some of the events and some of the things you guys
Mhm.
did. Did you ever get a chance to like have any of the players join in from the Hornets organization
It
or
was just so expensive. Like it was insanely expensive. I think um for whatever reason, Hornets tickets and stuff like that is really expensive because Charlotte's a banking city. Um, so we contacted them about getting like Mark Williams out to a thing or something like that, and it was an hour was like 20 grand or so. I mean, it was
Oh
just
my gosh,
it
damn.
was just insane. Like, and this was when he was a rookie, so like it just it wasn't possible. We've had a couple of Hornets reporters come on with us and stuff and hang out. That's been cool. But as far as like the team goes, we talked about renting a suite one night, but the cheapest suite they had was over 10 grand, which was just insane. For like you're the Hornets, not the Lakers or the Celtics, right? Like, come on.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing
Um,
I was curious
yeah,
about because I remember like I'm trying to think back of the Discord and like giveaways that you guys used to do. You didn't you give away tickets though sometimes to games?
yeah. We gave away a bunch of tickets. I think we in a couple years that we did it, we gave away over 1,200 tickets.
Wow, and what was
Which
the process like? What was the process like? Because like for the Celtics, I used to give away tickets also, but what I would do is like I'd buy the tickets through a friend or I'd buy the tickets through like a Celtics Facebook group so
mm,
that they were cheaper.
yeah,
But like there was no other way for me to get tickets that I knew of from in a cheaper way because I even
right.
had a friend who was a Celtics rep who wasn't really going down on the price.
Right. Yeah. Well, that was the good thing about the team's thinking was, we could get tickets for 25, 30 bucks, and just buy a group of 50 of them together or something, spend 1,500 bucks on tickets and another $1,000 on food and beer and stuff and do a huge tailgate and give away 100 tickets or something. So, when the team stunk, we could just buy them from like Tick Pick for like I think the cheapest one was like 15 bucks plus, whatever their fee is, and we could buy groups of 25 or 50
So
together.
that
So
was like what, 3 years ago?
yeah, that was 3 years. We actually went to opening night 3 years ago. That was the first big one we did. Um, and yeah, I mean, also I own season tickets, so I give away my, if I wasn't going to the game, I would give away my tickets, stuff like that. But yeah, we gave away a bunch of tickets. And the other thing we did was we would have like month-long giveaways where we would give away one moment every day, but the rule was you had to come to the Discord and talk or whatever.
Yes, no, I remember you said you
Yeah,
guys I mean, I don't know how much your team was involved, but I definitely saw you as an active captain, doing a
yeah,
lot.
yeah. We would do that because like one of the things they wanted was, or that Top Shot wanted was just like kind of engagement, which I get. So that was the easiest way to do it: is come to our Discord, hang out, say something, and do that. And then another thing we did is we would do giveaways where like when basketball wasn't on, we'd pick another sport and you'd have to make like a score prediction or how many strikeouts will this guy have, just to get you like engaged and talking, because this is the whole Top Shot thing is more fun when you're doing it with somebody else, right? Just like anything else. If you got a buddy that's into it, it's way cooler than just you into it yourself. So we wanted people in the Discord talking Hornets or whatever, just hanging out and talking with us. And then the other big thing that we did to hang out together was playback, which was really cool because you could watch the game together,
Oh
and
yes, I remember playback. Yeah, Boston
yeah,
Base used to do that,
yeah, yeah.
and what was the other dude? Bleezy. I
Bleezy,
know
yeah, Bleezy did it
those
a lot
guys
too.
used to
Yeah,
do it.
yeah,
And Boston Base just stepped back. He just had too much other things going on, but he had
yeah.
fun while he was doing it.
Yeah, yeah, that was a cool thing to do, is just because we could actually watch the games together and talk and stuff. I really wish that would come back because that was a lot of fun, just hanging out with people, watching the game together, that kind of thing. So yeah, we did a lot of cool stuff, but there's a lot of communities that did a lot of cool stuff. Like Chewy, give him a shout out, man. They did so much stuff with Sacramento. I remember all the stuff they did. Like they did crazy. I mean, I was jealous of a lot of communities. Let's put it that way, who would come up with these good ideas. So
Oh, absolutely. I would
yeah,
definitely shout him out. He normally pops in at some point. I mean,
yeah,
it's 7:05 where he is right now, so he
yeah.
might be
And he's
he
got a
might be
family
finishing
too.
up
So
work or
yeah,
something. But I got to meet him when I went to Vegas a few summers ago, and we had a good time together. And
nice. Yeah,
even then, he was out and about. He had his Kings flag around his.
yeah, yeah.
It was kind of
I
his
think that
cape.
that King's flag is signed by like a ton of people too, right? Like
Yes, I
yeah,
believe so.
yeah,
But yeah, he definitely always went all out. He went above and beyond for the community.
yeah,
I just noticed, like, as someone who tried to organize things, we just didn't get a lot of people. Like,
yeah,
and it might be different in different for different communities or cities, but like I know early on there would depend on what it was that we were doing, that would determine like how many people would come out.
right.
And I just noticed it started to like go down.
Yeah,
Like they got a suite one time. I this is before I was kind of into the whole Discord, so I didn't know
yeah,
that they were even doing this. I was just a Top Shop member. I didn't know about like the actual communities.
right, right,
And
right.
one of the things they did was they got a suite and they went to the Celtics game, and I think they got to go down to the court maybe.
Oh yeah, yeah,
I
yeah,
think they got like maybe Blake Griffin or Grant Williams actually. They might have got to take a picture with him or
yeah, yeah,
got
yeah.
an autograph or something. So they said it was like one of the coolest times. But I
Oh,
know
I'm sure. Yeah.
Billy Topshot, I think he said it was the cost of it was somewhere between 10 and 15,000.
Jeez. Yeah,
I'm pretty sure it was something
yeah.
like that.
But
But I
still, that's
was
like
I
a
was
once in a
also
lifetime type
curious.
thing. So, you know.
Yeah, oh yeah. I was also curious for you, like, are you still coming up with ideas? Because obviously funding's different and you'd have to write a proposal to get approved and get like a grant or something or
Yeah,
um
we've
given
done a
funds.
couple of things post like them just giving us money. It's really not that hard. If it and if anybody out there wants to do it, again, anybody can do it. You just have to write up a proposal, tell them what you want to do, and normally if it's we haven't had a proposal be declined, but we also are only asking for like 300 to 500 bucks, not 10 grand or something. Um,
Yeah. Yeah, if
but
it's a few hundred, I think that's doable. But yeah, when
yeah, yeah.
it's
So
it is
hopefully,
kind of crazy though, like in the early days,
yes,
how much was being dispersed.
yeah. It was insane how much money they gave us. So, um, but yeah, like I said, anybody out there can do it. So if you're in a city when you want to do something like a watch party, all you got to do is write up a proposal, and as long as it's reasonable, I feel like it's going to get accepted, right? Like if it's I just want to do, go out in the community and have a watch party, or I want to go out and give away packs to get Top Shot noticed, or what, like that kind of stuff is easy to do. So
Yeah, no,
if you have an
I'm
idea,
definitely
do it,
gonna
man.
have to start thinking about that because I had a member reach out to me and, ask me if there was like if I wanted to do like an event or something. I'm like, yeah,
Yeah,
no, I'd love to. I mean, I don't have any funds at the moment, but we could definitely think about like writing a proposal or something because I know other
right.
teams have done it
Yeah,
or
it's
other
it's super
captains.
easy. Like they kind of want to know what you're gonna do. What's it for? Is it for engagement? Is it to grow Top Shot? What that kind of thing. But it doesn't have to be fancy. You can just say we want to do a watch party. Maybe we'll get some people to sign up, or maybe it doesn't have to be like a business plan. It just has to be like what do you want to do and what do you think is going to get accomplished type of deal. So hopefully, if the Hornets make the playoffs, we'll be able to do something. And then every year around the draft, we do like a draft watch party because that's been the highlight of the Hornets season. To be honest with you, is the draft. So yeah, I think we've done four things. We did a burn. That's another easy one to get some money for if you want to do like a burn this player or burn Celtics moments or whatever to get a big whatever. That's a pretty easy thing to do. They approved a couple of those pretty fast. So, but like I said, anybody out there that wants to do it, just write a proposal, man. The worst thing they can do is say no, right? Like,
Right.
you know. So to me, if anybody out there has an idea, don't wait for the old captain to do it. Just write it up and send it in, man.
Yeah, no, I think that's good. That's good advice, and just kind of keeps it kind of fresh on your mind that it's still an option.
Right.
It's
Yeah.
not. It's not like it's not like you can't ask for funds. It's like something that maybe some people forgot about.
Right. Yeah. I think a lot of people do just because it's not top of mind anymore. But like I said, anybody with a good idea, whether it's a game or, I mean, it can be anything, right? Even if you just want to go out to a big sporting event and give people packs just to raise awareness, I'm sure they would do that. Like
Yeah, I don't know
anything
if
you want to
you
do.
did you get a chance to see Polly. Polly's done some really cool stuff.
Yes. Paulie has
Um,
done some really
i-
cool stuff.
in New
I'm jealous of
in New
him
York,
too.
outside of I think it
It's like a
was Madison
football game
Square
or
Garden.
something, right? Yeah.
Oh, maybe that's what it was. I just remember he's done some really interesting stuff, and like
Yeah.
he really puts himself out there.
Yep.
So shout out to our guy Wizwit. Pauly has
Yeah.
always been, super super inspiring for us other captains to try to, push the envelope and
Yeah.
experiment and
That's
do
another guy
different
that
things.
just loves the community too, right? Like,
Yeah, always a
yeah.
huge community guy.
Yeah.
He's a huge part of just collecting and connecting and getting different people
Right.
like ourselves on to
Yeah.
talk
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
basketball and just kind of
Yeah.
promote what we're into. I mean, we're into
Right.
similar things. Like we both like to collect, and we both like to kind of talk and make new friends and
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
keep it basketball, keep it moving.
And I'll be honest with you, man. I don't think I've really met anybody that's been like mean or grumpy or anything in the community before. Like I can't remember any kind of bad experience I've had reaching out to anybody, you know?
Right.
So
I haven't had that experience either. As far as in person stuff, uh, I mean, I've kind of seen some stuff online where people might be
yeah,
negative, but
yeah, yeah,
the majority of people that I've come across have been really cool. I've been going out to Vegas every summer for the last 3 years, which has been
yeah,
fun. So I'm planning on going
yeah,
out again. I don't know if that's in the cards for you, but it's definitely something we have a great time doing. It's really
yeah,
just like we go watch basketball, we play basketball, we talk it,
yeah,
we go out to eat, we go to the pool.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
just
yeah.
a really nice time to like enjoy the summer.
Yeah,
And
well, summer league's great to begin with. So, like, to me, that's one of the highlights of the season is summer league. So, unfortunately for me, it's the busy time of my business or my job. So, like, it doesn't really work out that much. But it doesn't get much better than the summer league and Vegas together, right? Like, I mean, there are worse places to be than Vegas for basketball. You know?
oh yeah, oh for
Yeah,
sure. Well,
yeah.
one of the things that I was thinking about too was for you, how long have you had the season's tickets for?
My first season was with the Bobcats when they went 7-50 something, seven and what they won 7 games the whole year. That was my
7
first
games?
season.
Oh my gosh, who was on
Yeah.
that team?
DJ Augustine, Alexis Ajenka,
I remember
and
challenging myself to use that team in NBA 2K. I don't think I ever won.
oh, they were god awful. Yeah. Well, they get a lot of pushback for that. But what happened was they had a decent team that could make the playoffs every year with Steven Jackson
Yes.
and Gerald Wallace and stuff, and they decided to just tear it down to build through the draft, which everybody does now. But they just never got a good draft pick out of it. So
So what do you think about the change in ownership when Jordan sold? Do you feel
it's
like
been it's been amazing, night and day. Like the owners are really like receptive to people. They do
is it a
things the right
group?
way.
Is it group
It's
ownership?
the guy who lost all the money in the GameStop thing. He's one of the owners,
Oh,
and then the other one is some hedge fund manager. I think it's Rick Shaw and Gabe Polkin. I think those are their names. But they've done stuff the right way. Like Jordan, you used to never get anything for free or no sorries or anything like that. But this year with the Hornets, they had to change a couple of game times because of snow. Like it go from a 7 o'clock game to a noon game, and they'd be like, sorry, we can give you tickets to another game. We can give you a refund for this game, stuff like that. So that's happened like 2 or 3 times this year. And I don't think it ever happened in 10 or 12 years I had tickets when Jordan was here. So,
So wow,
um,
you've been a season ticket holder for that long, huh?
uh, 21 years. Yeah, 21
Dang.
years.
So has it
So,
changed a lot as far as price?
um,
Like it goes up a little bit each year?
yeah, it goes up a little bit each year. I think my tickets are pretty cheap, but I think when I first started getting them, they were $1,200 for the pair, and now they're like 2,100. But again, it's been 20 something years, so
Yeah, yeah. So
yeah,
that's not too bad.
yeah, yeah. And I sell a lot of my tickets too, just because um, I have front row, upper level seats, so they're cheap, but everybody wants them because there's nobody in front of you. So I make a couple
This
bucks
is
that way.
front row lobby or front row
It's
loge?
front row of the upper deck, but
Oh yes, that's a good spot with the
yeah,
glass.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
So
those are great seats.
and it's in the fan section. So like you get free T-shirts every night or pom, whatever it is, make noise thing. So yeah, it's been a lot of fun owning tickets. You get to do a lot of cool things. Like I think every team does it, but get to meet the player nights or get autographs from players night or whatever it is. So it's totally worth it to me. Now I probably couldn't afford it if I lived in a different city, but here it's great.
Good. That's awesome, man.
Yeah,
I didn't know that you had that experience. That's pretty cool.
yeah, yeah.
Have you ever got a chance to sit courtside or
Yeah,
uh
I did one night. A buddy of mine, we were walking around, and Fred Whitfield, who was the CEO during the Jordan years, just came up to my buddy and I, and we were wearing Bobcat shirts or whatever, and he said, "Hey, do you guys want to sit in the front row?" And like, yeah. So he gave us his tickets for the night. So there's actually a picture on CNN. I wish I could find it where Jordan's sitting on the bench, and then I'm like right behind him, and it was, I don't know why it was on CNN, but it was the front page of CNN sometime. But yeah, it was great, man. They've
do you remember the game vividly or do you remember anything about it as
I
that
just
night?
remember Jordan being mad at Steven Jackson for something because he was yelling at him when he's on the bench. That's the only thing I really remember. And
Yeah,
yeah, no, but that's great. And the other cool thing about living in a city that's not a huge basketball town, although it is getting that way now, is you can buy those tickets. They're not ridiculously expensive. If you just wanted a single front row ticket, you could probably get it for 250, $300 or something and sit there one night where, you couldn't do that anywhere else. I don't think. I mean, maybe, no offense to Sacramento, but maybe Sacramento, but yeah, most of those seats are thousands of dollars. So if you really wanted to sit low, you could. I've been within the first couple of rows several times, and yeah, it's fun, man. The arena just got an upgrade, so um yeah, everything's going good here. Some things that people don't know about the Hornets, when they first came into the league in '88, they led the league in attendance for 8 straight years. So I feel like the city gets a bad rap about not being a basketball town, but it was for a long, long time before they
so
started.
what do you think happened after those first 8 years?
Well, I can pinpoint it is the owner before he left. We're in the Bible Belt, and he was on trial for doing something bad with a cheerleader, and
Oh,
that's when all.
so basically within the workplace.
Yeah, it basically sexual assault. So, and it was on court TV, so that's when the popularity started to plummet. And when it started to plummet, he's like, "We need a new arena," even though the arena was only 15 years old. So they were just like, "We're not going to support this team anymore,"
No, no,
And
that's too bad. Well,
yeah,
because I was just thinking, like, I think of Charlotte's in North Carolina, right?
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, so it's like when I think of North Carolina, I feel like college
right,
basketball was always huge, right? So
yeah, yeah.
why doesn't that transfer over to the Hornets?
I I mean, it had for a long time. It was really hard to get tickets for a long, long time, and then that stuff happened, and the fan base just eroded. the crazy thing to me is though the team left and went to New Orleans, and the team was back within 2 years. The team was only gone for 2 years. As soon as that team left, the city of Charlotte agreed to build a new arena, and then the Bobcats were born. The NBA just awarded us a team right away. So
That was an
there were only
expansion,
two
right?
years. Yeah, an expansion team. So there was only 2 years that there wasn't basketball here, which is crazy to me because I think Seattle's a great basketball city, and they've been without it seems like forever now, right? Like,
Yes, it does seem like forever. I mean, I remember like when what was it when Kevin Durant first came into the league,
right,
he
yeah,
was drafted by the Supersonics, and
yeah, yeah,
it's kind of like you know, why take that team away when you have such a hey Chewy,
Dewey,
we
we're just
we
talking
were
about you,
talking
bud.
about you earlier, giving you a shout out as a team captain and a community member.
Yeah,
But yeah, I'm surprised that like Seattle doesn't have a team still.
yeah, and they have an arena now. I think it's a done. Whenever expansion happens, if it's sooner rather than later, I think probably. But I think they're a slam dunk for a team, right? Them and maybe Vegas, I guess, is kind of what they're thinking. But
Yeah, that's what I heard. I mean, you look at like you look at the what is it, the Raiders now are Vegas, and then I know they were building a baseball stadium in
yep,
Vegas.
that's
Um,
2029. I think that stadium opens. Yep.
so I mean, they definitely have plans, which is just like it makes sense because there's so many people there all the time that it's like
Yeah.
you could really benefit off of it.
Yep.
And
And all the casinos have to buy tickets for the high rollers. They have to buy suites. I mean, they have to have all that kind of stuff. So I think it'll end up doing well. I just don't know what the ratings will be like, and I kind of worry about that in baseball because the TV revenue is the big thing. I know you're not a baseball guy, but
yeah,
it's
I'm
gonna be
not
tough.
unfortunately. I used to play baseball growing up and I didn't really like it and I liked the baseball video games, but then when it
Oh
came
yeah,
to
yeah,
just
yeah,
watching it, it
yeah.
was too slow for me.
It is very slow, and they've made some adjustments to that, so it's a little bit faster now. But yeah,
I can
but
tell you I did really enjoy the Sammy Sosa and Mark McGuire home run chase. Like
yes,
that
yeah,
was something I enjoyed watching, but other than
yeah.
that, I haven't really got into it much.
Yeah, no, it's an acquired taste. I think more older people like it than anything else. But yeah, this uh, basketball is more fun. It's in air conditioned places, so I get it. Yeah, I get it. Right.
Yeah, for
Uh,
sure. Hey Kenny, what's going on, brother? Welcome.
what's up,
We
Kenny?
know you're on the West Coast, so hope you're doing well. I'm not sure what is going on with your Lakers. I feel bad for any Lakers fan because it just seems like it's going to be a rough rest of the season for you guys.
But
But
now I'm not a basketball genius or anything. I pretty much just know the Hornets. But
good to see you, brother.
I feel like the Lakers are going to be better once LeBron gets off the team, and they can kind of build the team around Luca instead of
Right, and I do think
yeah,
obviously LeBron is an incredible player, but you know, it's like your time is yeah, you have a winning record, but it's like
But
it's
be
tough to
honest, do you
watch
think you're
that
going to win
team, man.
playoff series? You know what I mean? Like, do you really think you're going to like? I don't know.
Yeah, I
I
mean,
I
it's
would.
like I
Yeah.
what I think about when I think about the Western Conference Finals, I think about the Thunder, the Spurs, and the Nuggets. I don't think
Or
about the
maybe
Lakers.
Minnesota if they get hot, but I
Yeah,
don't think
maybe
Lakers are all set.
Minnesota, but like when it comes to the Lakers, I just feel like it doesn't seem like they have any chemistry. Yeah, we love Luca Magic. Luca's an incredible player, but it just seems like I don't know, just watching that team sometimes is tough. And I do understand they have a winning record, but I don't know. We'll
I
see
don't
how
know.
it turns out.
I just think they're going to be a much better team once LeBron leaves, and I think he's a great player. He just doesn't fit.
Right. I
So
think at this stage when you've added some when you've added a guy like Luca who's ball dominant, it's like you can only have so many ball dominant players.
right, and I feel like you know, Dallas did a good job of fitting a team around him, which is why they went to the finals. The team around him doesn't really make much sense to me right now, especially with LeBron on the team and paying him all that money. I just think they'll be really good in a couple of years. I just don't think this year is it.
Yes, I think so. And Kenny's making a point about how they're out of sync and they're lacking energy. I think like defensively too, they're not like a defensive minded team. And I just wonder too, like how are they doing with JJ Redick as the coach? Like, is that the right person for the job? Um, I think he's doing solid for someone who's only in what his second year as a head coach in the NBA. But
Without much experience coming in either.
right,
It's not like he
right. I
was
mean, he's got
assistant for
the
20 years.
college playing and the NBA playing experience, but coaching is definitely different.
Yep,
But I'm sure he can relate to all the guys that he coaches, just
that's
being
true.
in that position.
So Kenny, I don't want to give Bill Simmons a lot of run, but I was listening to his podcast today, and he came up with something that won't happen, but I thought it was a great idea. He said LeBron should just sign 10-day contracts with every team in the league next year. So like he'll just send 10 games on one team, 10 games, like just one home game for each team next year, just going around the league. That'll be his retirement tour. Like he plays for the Kings one home game, and then his 10 days is up. He plays for the Wolves. Like everybody gets LeBron for like a week or a home game or whatever. I was
I
like,
think
that's
that's a
it
great
would never
idea.
happen, but that's like the plus. It also would guarantee him a ring, right? If he's played for every team in the league, one game, he guarantee him a ring. So
Right.
I
Yeah,
thought
and
that was a great idea.
I think it's a cool idea, and like you said, I don't see it happening, but
Yeah,
it
but
would
like
be
that,
interesting. Uh I also think it must be interesting too with like how it works. Like, does LeBron check himself out of the game? I would imagine he
right?
does.
Yeah,
Like, is
exactly. Yeah,
JJ calling him to come sit down, or it's
right.
like, all right, I need a little rest.
And do you think JJ would ever be like, LeBron, we need you to hustle on defense? No, no chance. He's never doing
Yeah.
that, right? They're
Yeah, no,
boys.
I'm
So
curious because I feel like there were stories, and I don't know, how true they are, but I thought I heard or read something about Ty Lue used to call him out and like film, or he wasn't afraid to like
yeah,
check the star. But
yeah.
yeah, I see what Kenny's saying. He's talking about how JJ Redick's too young to coach LeBron on a level where he gives him a full where he gives him the full respect.
Right.
Yeah, I think Luca has to be coached hard because, I mean, unfortunately, he's known for his lack of defense. Like our Celtics destroyed the Mavericks in the finals, and
Yeah.
it was Jalen Brown destroying Luca. Like
But I
Luca
think we,
killed the T Wolves, but not the
yeah,
Celtics.
and I think we've all, worked enough to know that sometimes you just have an employee where you have to hold their feet to the fire, and that's when they're better. If you let them go do their own thing, they're not going to do it. But if you're one of those people that you can hold them accountable, they're great, right? So I just feel like Luke is that kind of guy. So you got to have somebody, maybe not a hard ass, but somebody that's like holding him accountable for his defensive lapses and not
Yeah,
playing
he is
hard or
definitely stubborn.
yeah,
He is a very stubborn person, 100%. I do think it was hilarious when we all saw that video when he was celebrating going to the finals, and Michael Finley took the beer out of his hand.
yeah, yeah. But yeah, you don't take a beer from a grown man. I don't think, right?
Yeah,
Come
no,
on, man.
Luca is ridiculous when it comes to like talent, and one of the things, the stuff he can do on the court. I feel like he steps ahead of people. Um, Paulie's got a little rumble, I believe, starting in the Discord. Let's see, just trying to double check. I don't
Yep.
think you need to comment, Garrison. I think you just need to. That was on the last one, but this one is just a rumble. It's starting in 2 minutes. So if you're listening to us, make sure you join the rumble.
I want to look this up before I say it, just because.
He definitely has a chip on his shoulder. It's really unfortunate how the whole Dallas thing played out for him because I'm sure he. Oh, we got Scary Terry going again. It looks like so. We got a Terry Rozier moment that Paulie's got in the live stream Discord. It's a really nice moment. and then our rumble starting in 60 seconds.
So Scary Terry, that's another Hornets guy that I hate
Yes, I
messing
mean
with.
he was actually a Celtic too. Like we got to have
Yeah,
him in Boston, and he was a really fun player. We really enjoyed him. It's unfortunate if I don't know what's true about the whole gambling or
right.
but you know what I'm really interested in, and I was just kind of reading a little bit about it yesterday was the whole Chauncey Billups thing.
Yeah, I saw some stuff about that today that was a little like they might offer him a plea deal and stuff, and then just all the stuff he did. Like, I mean, guys put themselves in bad positions. I've learned that over the years. Is like you can get into some stuff just by putting yourself in a bad position, you know? So,
Yeah, I
um,
think that, when they have these people that make all this money and they become, kind of become targets where it's like we can kind of go after these
yeah,
people and then hey, now you can attract people that have millions so we can, get you some extra money.
yeah.
I'm just so curious though, like is he guilty? Was he someone who was, scamming other people? Did he get caught up in it where it was just like I don't know if he was threatened or like
Or like
was
these other guys are doing something that he doesn't know about, or like there's a million scenarios, but
sure. Was it like
yeah,
was it on his own free will though? Like
right.
did he just decide that like, oh, okay, I'm gonna make some extra money on the side here and who
But
knows,
when
man.
you that famous and that rich, you have people coming up to you for all kinds of ideas, and if you just say some yes to the wrong thing without researching it, you get caught up in some stuff like this. So I could see it happening. I did want to ask you guys this. One, Luca has played 8 years. What do you think his top MVP finishes in 8 years?
In 8 years that he's played, huh?
Yep.
And we're wondering what his top MVP finish
Yep.
is based on voting.
Yeah. So his top year, what place was he in?
My guess is third to fifth.
Okay. He was third in 22, or sorry, 23, 24. So it was fourth, sixth, fifth, eighth, third, not on the list, not on the list, not on the list, which is
Fourth,
shocking for how
sixth,
good he
eighth.
is. Fourth, sixth, fifth, eighth, third, not on the list, not on the list, not on the list, which is
That's nuts.
shocking to me for how good he is, right? Because you think I think he's one of the top 5 players in the league, no problem. But when it comes to MVP voting, he really doesn't have those votes, which is kind of crazy to me, man. Like,
It is for sure. It
yeah,
is crazy because he is a special player.
yeah,
Like he really can turn it on offensively. I think he can influence his teammates as far as making them better because I think that shows the fact that they got to the finals out of the West. What was this? 2 years ago
yeah,
or 3 years ago? 2 to 3 years. That like that takes a lot for them to get out of the West with the team that they had.
yeah, for sure.
I mean,
Um,
who was the supporting cast? You had PJ Washington. You had was
so was that
Kyrie on that team?
that was 22, 23, or was that 23, 24?
This was the Celtics. It was the Celtics championship against the Magic. The Mavs.
Okay, 23, 24. Gotcha. Okay. So who was on that team? Bum, bum, bum.
Was maybe Daniel Gafford. I'm
So
trying to think of the supporting cast.
Seth Curry, Josh Green, Tim Hardaway, Jaden Hardy, Rasheed Holmes, Kyrie Irving, Maxi Kebler, Derek Lively, Dwight Powell, PJ Washington, Grant Williams. Those are
Okay.
basically the top 10.
Yeah, so that's not much of a supporting cast.
No, no, I was gonna say that's not a great team around him. I'll be honest with you. Yeah,
Yeah, so that shows that he has the ability to raise the level of competition or
yeah,
raise the level of competitiveness that his team brings.
yeah.
and
No,
he can
agreed.
make it easier for other players.
But I also think that team has a lot more shooters than the Lakers team has, and I think that's probably what you need to surround him with more than LeBron. Is just is more shooters, right? Like at least in my head, that's he can draw the defense in, get somebody to handle the ball. He can draw them in, kick it out, open 3-pointer stuff. I think that probably works better than having LeBron out there, and especially like you said, he's so ball dominant that it doesn't really work with the Lakers. I still think they're good, but I think the team will be much better once they get rid of him and they can spend that money somewhere else.
Yeah, for sure. But I also, as soon as I saw Kenny join, I was like, oh, I gotta attack the Lakers. It's like
Yeah.
because I mean, I'm not a Lakers fan. I mean, I love Austin Reeves. I think he is a fun player to watch.
Yes.
Um, yeah, LeBron is super stubborn, and he just, I mean, I'm sure like as he is the self-proclaimed king, I'm sure he's has sat himself on a pedestal on multiple occasions. Now, yeah, he is an incredible basketball mind. He can do things that most people can as far as remembering plays. I was listening
Yeah.
to a podcast the other day where Shumpert, I think, was doing an interview with Shannon Sharp, and Shumpert was talking about how like incredible LeBron is when it comes to he knows like every staff member on a team, and
Oh
he
yeah,
knows
yeah, yeah.
what they do and like as far as like the film and the plays and like how they run things. So I just thought Shumpert was saying how his mind is just like on another level.
Yeah, he's a legit genius. Like I
He
don't
is.
love LeBron, but he's a legit genius when it comes to that kind of stuff. So yeah, yeah,
Yeah, no, I would agree with you on that, Kenny. When it comes to like, he has to, he definitely has to play a different role, and I don't know if he's starting to figure that out because, like, if you remember when he came back, like, well, I don't know if this was like a month or so ago, and people are kind of betting on like, oh, I wonder how many points LeBron's going to have. It's like he could still score if he wanted to, but it's like he doesn't. We don't need him to score. He
yeah,
just needs to use his mind
yeah.
and
He
help the
needs to
team in that way.
facilitate, put people in the right position, make the extra
Right.
pass. Yeah,
Like tell people what's about to happen before it happens and kind of read the offense, read the defense and make plays based on that. I think that's
yeah,
probably where he's going to be most helpful as like he'd be like a player coach.
yeah. And all you need to know about where LeBron stands in that organization is, I mean, he got his son drafted, man. You think anybody can tell him anything? They drafted his damn son for him. Like, come on. I like LeBron, but like that doesn't happen for anybody else, I don't think, right? Like,
Dude,
come
I
on.
think you're 100% right, but it's kind of funny cuz like at the same time we're rooting for the kid. And I
Oh
think
yeah,
it's
yeah, yeah.
especially because of that whole heart
Oh
situation.
yeah.
Like a
Super
couple
scary.
years
Yeah.
ago, I got to go to summer league and watch him play, and we're all chanting for him. Like we wanted to see
Yeah,
him
yeah.
do good, but I think it's really hard. Like it's going to be very difficult for him to even come close and live up to that name because I
Yeah.
mean he's just a different body type, and he really didn't get to do much in college because he was barely there,
Yeah.
and it's like it must be tough though for all the players that are working their tails off that
Yeah.
like they just have they might have so much more talent than he does, but
Yeah.
he's done pretty solid for like some of the opportunities he's gotten.
But I just think if he was just some Joe Schmo and he could go to the G League and work on his game for 2 years without being in the spotlight, I think it'd be better for him. And like all the pressure that's on him just because of the name and stuff, like it's got to be hard for him too. Like it's not
Oh,
like he can.
100%.
Yeah.
But I think LeBron has obviously instilled in him like the secret to preparation and just being ready and what you have to do and how you have to take care of your body, what time you have to start. You have to be there before everybody else. You have to be doing reps that most people aren't. So it's like similar to like Kobe and Jordan when it comes to just the work that they put in
Yeah.
outside of being on the court. Um, you know,
He
but
knows how to be professional too, which is a big thing for a lot of these guys too,
right.
is being a professional.
Well,
So
because you think about for Bronny, he's a young kid. He's going to be attracting a lot of young women, I'm sure. And it's just like, and even what we were talking about earlier, as far as someone who has money, you're
yeah,
attracting all different types of people that want to try to get you into different ventures. And like, you just
or
don't know
yeah, they
what
want to
is
get next to
legitimate.
you to get to your dad, or they want to just what I mean. There's a million. I mean, I've seen it happen a million times. I traveled with a professional baseball team for most of my adult life, and trust me, man, there is a lot of trouble out there that you can get into awfully easy. So,
Oh, of
um,
course. If you're
yeah,
someone with money, you have you got a bullseye on your back for
yeah,
sure.
it's a different life for sure. So, yeah, everybody in town knows who you are, and I mean, it's even worse for him. He's LeBron's kid, man. Like everybody in LA knows who he
Oh,
is.
yes,
Yeah,
absolutely. You definitely have to walk. You have to definitely walk in a different pair of shoes
yeah,
for in that situation.
yeah.
All right, well,
Um,
Jay Destiny, I'm getting
yeah.
ready to get off and go to bed.
All right.
Um, I wanted to thank you for you know co-streaming or working together tonight.
Yeah, yeah.
It
Thanks for
was
having me, man. I
cool
appreciate it.
hanging
We'll do it
out,
again.
cool
Yeah,
talking
yeah.
basketball. Congrats to
Yeah.
your Hornets on winning.
Yes, sir. I'm gonna
I
go
hope
talk
they
a whole
get
bunch
out
of
of the
shit here in a
play-in
minute.
and
So
they get into the top. I mean, there's still what 20. What are they? 32 and 31. So that's 63. So there's still what 17. How many games left?
18 games left, something like
19.
that. Yeah, 18, 19 games left. Yeah.
Yeah. So
So
there's still a chunk of games left. So I wonder how it's going to turn out. But I'm sure we'll get together again
yeah,
sometime soon.
we'll talk again. So thanks for everybody hanging out. Thank you for letting me come on the show, and hopefully we can do it again sometime soon. All right.
Yes, sounds good. Thank you,
All right, buddy.
Jay
All
Destiny.
right.
You have a good night.
You
Take
too.
care, everybody. Be well.